Before you start watching, comment down below video ideas. That
First time!
That was not planned. Can I have an intro idea? Okay, are you ready for the intro?
This is Nicola.
This is Victoria, I hope. And we're the and we're the Hips Twins. And this was the stupidest intro I could ever come up with. And today we are telling you some stories from our childhood. I know it doesn't sound like something too interesting, but heck, we're twins and our lives aren't really normal. You're ordinary. Why do you always pause, expecting me to say something? She always does this, and we have it planned out. We just turn on the camera, sit, and effing record. I don't know what the hell you expect from me. You were saying about us, Steven. Steven? We don't talk about Steven. We're twins. Life is hectic. Growing up, kind of different. I couldn't say it better, Victoria. Thank you very much. Internally. Good. 3 stages. It's gonna be from 0 to 8, which is our ages. So when we were born till 8. Then the second category is from 8 to 15. And then most what we do remember is from 15 to 18, which is from when we were 15 to the current time, the past 3 years. And we have few stories in each category. So let's start with the first one. Our Bart. Our Bart. We're telling the story like this. And because I'm younger, you get to hold me. Hold me. Yeah, you are younger, but you don't weigh it. Our birth wasn't normal. I will never let go. Your face is uncomfortably close to mine. Leave. When we were born, I had to be born first because she had a seizure. I was shaking because someone stole my food. Victoria was eating more than she should have, and I was eating less than I should have. So it turned out that I was malnourished, and I was shivering basically. I came out shivering. I needed be ashamed. Be ashamed, you nearly became a murderer before even getting burned. So I could have been so cool. Going on. My mother basically, when I was born, she saw my right foot and left hand. Doctors took me for injections and put me into an incubator, so I was basically... So you could develop like a chicken. I could develop like a child, Victoria. Chicken! And then there was Victoria in my granny's arms, walking around the hospital, all well, and a little meatball because of how much food she stole about me. How and the tables turned! And then 3 days later, Victoria got sick and ended up right next to me in the incubator. Because I couldn't, the guilt swallowed me. The second story is, we can't remember it, but my mom told us about it. So, we flushed our dad's Nokia down the toilet. No, I remember that. I do remember the vision of it in the bathroom flushing around. It never went down, but we did try to flush it. We just I remember it quite vividly. We grabbed the phone. We first tried to find games on it. We couldn't find it. And then we thought how fun it would be to put it in the bathroom and just push the flush button. I'm not sure how old we were, maybe 2. And just... I don't think the Nokia survived. But to be honest, it's Nokia. It's Nokia. This as well I do not remember, but once when we were younger, my mom was getting ready for a party or something like that. I remember that as well. Go on, tell it then. So basically, you know how kids like to fiddle with stuff. So yeah, there was a party, and my parents' room used to be at the very top of our house. My mom was getting ready and close to the door. Me and Nicola, she left the key in the keyhole on the outside of the door. We found it. And we loved the satisfaction of the key moving and just the whole... So we just played with it. We went back and forth, but we never went to the very end, and we locked our mom in the room. And there was no one else in the house. So my mom had to call her friend to come in and get into the house and get her unlocked. I can't blame us. We were two, and we loved keys. So one is the last. This is the last from this category. So that hole keeps disappearing and appearing. Just don't look at it. So basically, my mom was doing laundry, and my mom hears us laughing. And she's like, oh, my cute little twins are having fun. Ha 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 ha. She walks out and she sees us with our brother in the middle of the street, in the middle of the road, in between cars.
Laughing.
Laughing.
And there's horns beeping.
My mom had a heart attack in that moment. Now we're moving to the second stage, which is 8 to 15. That's a pretty big jump because you're going from child to teenager. So let's jump transition! Jump transition. So it's a quite large jump. Let's start off. Victoria went to hospital twice and she still blames me for it
Because it was your fault.
It wasn't my fault.
Let me tell you. So, we were cleaning a room once, and basically we had this jigsaw mat. It's slippery on like panel floors. And basically we were fighting. And he provoked me enough in the fight to launch kick her. But she was on like at the other side of the room and I was near our bed.
We were fighting. I was in the corner. I was in the...
There was the mat between us and there was a chair. I launched to kick her, slipped on the mat, hit the leg I wanted to hit her on the chair, like right, my pinky and the chair hit each other very hard, and I couldn't feel my foot.
Victoria forgot to mention that she thinks I was the one to put the mat on the floor, and that's why it's my fault, in her opinion. There's two, and there's at the second time we went to the hospital.
So basically, we were at this birthday party, and it had this paintball and mud slide. So we had paintball. I got hit a few times, a bit hard. It's fine. Then we went on a mud course. The mud course was fun, but then it came time for this big slide of mud, because you would go down the slide into a puddle of mud. I didn't like being in the mud, and I asked Nicola if she had any tricks. She said, put your hands down and it will like slow you down and you will stop enough just for the mud.
Simple traction. If an object gets with an object, it will slower it down. It worked. She's such an idiot.
I was going down and I fell. I pushed my fingers right all the way back with my whole little 8-year-old, however the hell old I was, with my whole body down on the hand. And I went all my body into mud. And all the parents were laughing at me. We changed. My parents thought I was faking it. And I didn't want to go to school next day. I loved school as a child. So we went to the emergency care in the evening. I remember the doctor asked me a question. What's 7 oranges multiplied by 4? I answered and he said it was wrong. And he wouldn't tell me the answer.
And again, it was my fault. There's one story we didn't tell you about from the first section. Victoria often got lost as a child. We went to this family park, like, you know, playground. And my mom thought she was playing with me, and she went over to play.
Which is a safe assumption.
And she went over to talk with her parents. So my mom was talking, and we didn't notice that Victoria had wandered off.
Like the whole place had gates and like this door. I opened the door and I wandered my way out. But that's because I saw parents and I thought it was my family leaving. That's why I followed. But after a while, I wondered, like, there was this wooded area in the park. I have went into that wooded area, and my God, were my parents scared. My mom tells us that she was looking around all the park. That park is not small. Maybe because of that I have anxiety. Moving on.
And my mom says that after 30 minutes she was losing faith. But a nice couple, they were a young couple, they found Victoria. Apparently Victoria was all in tears, but they were keeping her safe and they found our family, so We reunited. Great. Yeah, but Victoria has a tendency to get lost. I'm alright, thank you very much. So, when I was in my first education, basically, you're cool if you had an ice pack. So it took me years to get it. No, there's a difference. There's cool if you have an ice pack once, not if you have an ice pack every single week. That's when your friends think you're annoying, and when they hear you have an ice pack again, they're going like, of course. Listen. I dug a hole for myself. Because I'd never had an ice pack, I got an idea. People who got bumps on their head or got hit got an ice pack. So when I got hit, but it wasn't enough, I would take the opportunity that there's already a bump. And when no one's looking, I would just add on to it. Well, in the bathroom, I would get the door and just bang on my head. On the playground, there was a big pole, so I would just bang my head, and if no one's looking, I was punching myself in the forehead, just getting. I got the that explains your 3 permanent brain damages. But I did get the ice pack. But as Victoria mentioned, I dug a hole for myself because after that, I finally managed to get an ice pack. I coincidentally started to get hurt. There was not a day I would fall on the playground. At one point, I fell and I was like, for God's sake! Like, everyone started going around. I'm like, yeah, alright. Teacher came over and she was like, are you okay? Yes, just go drink your coffee and pretend you care. Okay, so now we're moving to our present time, so from 15 to 18. It's the stories we remember most. So let's start. Victoria fell down the stairs in Poland in winter. I'll let you get on with this. We come to Poland. My first day, I was so excited. There was snow outside. My auntie gave me this early gift. These nice slippers. Our stairs. Just a little bit of a background. Our house is over 100 years in Poland. We renovated it a little, but what really needs renovation is the stairs because they are lean on the weight on themselves and they're a little slanted when you go. So basically, they are also varnished and they're wooden. And the slippers that my auntie got me, they had no rubber or support under them. They were just wearing just thick socks. I first step on it, I slip, and I drive the whole way on my back. It was halfway, don't dramatize now. If you ever had an accident like that, and you just can't breathe. You're just unable to breathe. You can't take a breath. You can't do anything. And you're fighting for that breath. She wouldn't help me. She was just on the top of the stairs. I was just doing trying to breathe. Nothing would come through. Can I give my point of view? And then I had to climb up the stairs, all in pain, still not being able to breathe, till I got to the top of the stairs, into my kitchen, laid flat on my back. Only then was I able to catch a breath. I got blamed for this again. No, you got blamed for this because you didn't want to get blamed for this. So listen, my mother was in the bathroom. She was yelling, unnecessarily yelling, trying to breathe. And I was like, shut up. Shut it, I'll help you. Yeah, you didn't. and all she is there my mother's gonna come out the bathroom blaming me. So I was like, shut up, I'm gonna help you. But no. So I said, okay, fine. Be like that. I went back to making my bed. And then I get in trouble again. Don't become a nurse or a doctor. You drove my head over with a bike. Okay, that is a story for a different video. This is a little personal problem, but I can never walk across the road without being awkward. I am so awkward. I like gaslighting cars. I just stand to the side and kick a rock or something until they drive past, so they don't have to stop for me. Okay, glad you're living your best life. But whenever I'm walking through the road, it's always that I walk, they don't stop, but then I return, they stop, and I have to walk through again. Or whenever they always happen. You can prove it. We're in a group, friend group, a family group, anywhere. We're walking up the road, on the road. Car is behind us. Everyone goes to the right, and I, for some reason, decide to go to the left. I'm always
The odd one out.
the odd one out. Every time it happens, the last story we have is actually an accident that happened in my workplace. And because we're blaming everyone, it's because of Victoria.
No. It's because of your stupidity.
We work in hospitality and we're setting for a wedding, I believe. So it's a long time ago.
No, it was a very busy breakfast. We were working since 7 in the morning with no food all day, and it was a very busy breakfast. We were very understaffed, and basically we were wrecked and delusional. But we got this little high back of energy.
We were about to go.
It was
on
11.
breaks, like.
Yeah, it was 11 at this point.
But my friend came over from work. Victoria was there. We were chilling. We were like having fun. We were listening to music. Everyone was happy. So we polished a rack of water glasses. There was 30 in the rack, and we were told to bring them downstairs, which was we had to go out the kitchen, through the corridor, downstairs into the room. All right.
So I decided, because there's these flippy doors. They're very heavy. They open inside. So I grabbed the thing, hold the thing, and told Nicola, put your foot there so you can hold it and go out.
So
What does she do?
I had the glasses like that, and I just decided to go over her head,
over my arm.
go over her arm, and
Trip on my foot.
I lost my balance. I was like too forward too much. There was a wall in front of me. I banged the wall. The glasses made such a noise, and I proceeded to fall onto my side. And
I saw the whole thing.
The moment was I hit from the moment I hit the wall. I closed my eyes, hear loads of bangs, find myself on the floor next to the rack with the glass all around. I don't know. My manager came over immediately and she was like, "Don't move! Don't move!" I was concerned about the glasses, and she was like, "Don't move!"
Me too. I was concerned about the glasses as well. But I saw the whole thing. It was hilarious. You were like this donkey that
I was just lying there,
on the side.
hopeless. So I got up and I with the adrenaline. She was like, "Do you need to sit? Everything okay? Does anything hurt?" Of course nothing. I won't feel pain because it's adrenaline. Like, impressively enough, out of 30 glasses, only 2 broke. And it was like 2. It was only 2 that broke, and it was 2 shreds. They were like effing powder at this time. It was like sand. Some parts not, but some were really like grinded well because of that hit. So we repolished the glasses because we couldn't have shards of glass in those glasses. We brought them down, and then down there I started to feel a little bit of a pain in my elbow and in my knees. My knees were bleeding, and my t-shirt was bleeding. These are the photos from that time.
I believe because when you banged the thing, one glass broke, and you fell on the glass that it broke. You know,
There's possibility that the rack first fell and then I fell. There's a large possibility.
I know. All I saw.
But yeah, I was fine for the rest of the day. It wasn't anything big. Hope you enjoyed today's video. It's something different, but
Because I surely did.
glad to know. But I care about their opinions, Victoria.
I care as well. If there was a bear, if you were stuck in a woods with a bear or a man, which one would you pick?
Comment down below. But anyway, it's something different. It's a bit of a more insight on our life. I hope you enjoyed, hope you laughed, because that's the point of this video.
I hope you like this video. You don't have to like it, but I hope you like it. Hope you had a few laughs, and I hope that, and sorry for so little uploads. We are busy.
But can you please comment ideas?
I never learned how to do this.
Thank you. See you in the next one. Love you. Bye.
No, me.
Goodbye.